Hello again, we're doing a bit of an update for the Human Comedy Guide series. Since the 1.13 update for Gran Turismo 7, some of the setups I used in the guide series got a little bit messed up. The transmission trick doesn't really work as well as it did before to bring your PP down below the limit. But even on a couple cars that I didn't even use the transmission trick on, it also messed up the setup in some ways and increased the PP. So I've just adjusted the setups a little bit to come back under the PP restriction mark. And I find them nice enough to drive and also fast enough to do the race. So for those of you who watched my guide for the 1 hour deep forest race, you would have seen that I recommended a few cars, the obvious one being the Tomahawk and then the old F1 car. You can probably still do those because it looks like there are still ways to glitch the PP down below the restriction mark with the transmission, but I'm not going to be showing that here. I'm going to be showing a couple more legit methods to do this race, and that would be by using two detuned Group 3 cars. And two of the nicer Group 3 cars I found to do this race would be the Aston Martin here and also the Porsche 911 RSR. The best one is the Porsche. It's a bit better on fuel than the Aston Martin is, and arguably even a bit faster as well. But I'm going to just show the Aston Martin setup anyway because I quite enjoyed driving this one. The Aston also has a bit more bite on the front end. It's got a bit more grip through the turns. You'll find the Porsche is a bit more understeery, but also very beginner friendly and stable, so they shouldn't be too difficult for you to drive. So here's the setup I've got for the Aston Martin. I didn't install any of the turbos or anything. This is just what I've got. And I haven't even done anything in the transmission. I've just put it to 240 top speed, which is pretty much fine, and everything else here works quite well. And something to note with the Aston Martin is that you're probably going to be wanting to run fuel map number 4 in this race, similar to what I use in the guide video for this race, because I used the Aston Martin in that video. Run a similar strategy to that in terms of fuel maps. You could probably run a little bit more on the richer side. You could probably pop it down to fuel map 3 or so, if that helps you a little bit. But once you get to the front, like I said in the other videos, the general idea is that you want to run the leanest fuel map you can while still being faster than the other cars. And for the Porsche, this is the setup that I'm running. I, again, don't have any additional upgrades. This is just what I got, and again, I'm not doing anything with the transmission. I've just got it at 250 top speed, and yeah, this is a really good and quick car for this track. It's a little bit more understeery than the Aston Martin, but still very fast. I'd say faster than the Aston Martin, and also more fuel efficient, so if you're really struggling, this is probably the ideal one to go for. And for fuel, I'd suggest to run fuel map number 3. This thing's really quick while still being super fuel efficient, more than the Aston. That's just another option in case you want to try something else. And just like the last few videos, if your PP rating is still just fractionally above that mark, like a few points, maybe up to around 10 points above the PP restriction mark, then I've left a video in the description and the pinned comment just with a few tips of how to quickly bump your PP rating down a bit. Anyways, I hope this has helped. Thank you for watching, and I'll be doing some more guides very soon.